Woo. Song gives me the chills. So good. Sing it. You can see so much in me, that's new. I never felt till I looked at you. Your eyes on me, I'm in my heart to see what no one else can see. Now I'm breaking free for your eyes on me. I'm in my heart, the love I know you needed me. Glad to see you breathing me. All right, well, internet, my day just came to an end because I just lost on the last two trades. Well, not really lost, but good morning again. If you were with us, I've been up since about 6:15 because we're in the middle of earnings season and I can't really sleep well. And plus, I'm still having nightmares of me selling Humana yesterday and watching it go up 18 points after I sold it. So this morning I came in looking to party, and that party was in my pants. What? My party? The party was, I was looking to short the Qs because I thought it would be ironic to see some selling when everybody is starting to become more bullish. And of course, we've been bullish since March 31st. So ironic. And then we saw three fat fingers all in one night. So we had the fat finger. This is just the futures opening up. You can't take it too serious, but serious enough. Fat finger right there at 8:04 classic. That's when we usually see Fat Finger Freddy showing up. And then fat finger right there at 8:58, as if to say, well, are you going to put the short on or not, Kenny? And then they broke VWAP. And next thing you know, the short was on. Fat finger tagged, multi-day VWAP, all three fat fingers tagged. I'm done with my short. And then this crazy thing happened. We bounced off the multi-day because the market's rigged. Fat Finger Freddy was telling us it was safe. So we took advantage of the selling, the fade, the ironic sell-off. And again, not as ironic as you think. It really did make kind of sense because everyone's super bullish. Everyone's sitting on massive gains. Why not take something off the table? That's the whole premise. By the way, CAR breaking out from yesterday, if anybody remembers, that was the 181 entry. And we were struggling with it yesterday. It's up 20 points now from there. If anybody remembers the hood trade from yesterday, remember how it wasn't working? I told you to stay focused on that today. Working much better today. Sophie wasn't working yesterday, much better today. Because we're in a market that never goes down anymore. So why do we short the market? Well, because the market said you got a chance right now. If you're going to short it, you have to do it right now. I'll give you one chance. And I took it. Fat Finger told me I'm right. Fat Finger told me I'm right. Multi-day VWAP told me I'm right. Covered. And then here's what's crazy. We actually stayed in the downtrend. So when it rolled over, I gave it another shot at 66104. Broke the multi-day, went to the 660, started covering. And look at this. Our stop was 66104. Almost got us. Didn't. Made a little bit more money on the downside to where, remember that price? 657.50. Remember when I said the market's rigged to price? Got down to the 6,750 area. You're covering here. Not covering at all because at this point we're thinking, well, can we actually go down 2 more points? It'd be nuts. Amazing. Wow, we could actually pull back 4 points on an index that just rallied 120 points. Could it actually happen? And the answer was no. Because shorting is short-lived and you're going to die. So we put our stop, once we covered on the way down, we put our stop at prior day VWAP and a little bit left over at 60, that 104. And then next thing you know, you stopped out. But the difference today was we got paid. And at the same time, we were shorting the Qs. We bought some SQQ. Sold it at the top of the day, obviously, because we're great. 1 minute VWAP break to the multi-day. Breaks the same exact thing. It's the opposite of the Qs. Rolls over, starts to break down. You get out. Right? Now let's talk about Microsoft and how annoying it is. Right? Microsoft this morning, no brainer. First thing I did, bought it. As soon as I woke up, I was like, ooh, it's under VWAP. I'm in. Immediately bought it. Made some money. 417.50 got me 420. Sold 420. No way in hell do I think this stock's not about to blast off another 12 to 15 points. But then it broke VWAP right near the open, and I dumped it. And luckily I did. So now I bought it back. I bought it back late. But I bought it back because it faux showed, rallied, rolled, held the faux show area, bought it back 402.50, didn't buy 402.50, wound up buying 404.75 because I was late to the party. But then we got the VWAP retrace. Sold. Selling at least half right here. And then what do? I put my stop at break even because I know I'm late to this party. And right here, very disappointing. Right? Just like Sophie and Hood yesterday. What do you do when you're disappointed? Sell it. The fuck is this stock doing not going up in a bull market? I don't know. Sell it. You could always revisit some other time. But when a stock doesn't cooperate, especially not going up in this market, what's wrong with the stock? Something's wrong. The hell you doing? Going down. And now let me remind you. Hood sucked yesterday, and so did Sophie. So you come back today. What's up, Hood? What's up? How you doing, Hood? What's up, Sophie? What up, Sophie? How you doing today? Oh, lovely. Right? You know why? Because the market never goes down. So in the rare occurrence when your stock doesn't cooperate on the upside, make sure you get it the next day. Because chances are it'll follow through the next day. Because it just wasn't ready that first day. You know why? Because we're back, baby! We're back! Woo! We ain't never going down. You want to take some short opportunities when the market gives you that permission slip? Be my guest. But don't forget rule number 1. And whilst you're shorting, always remind yourself you're doing something illegal. There's somebody coming at you with a bat ready to bash your skull in. Too violent? Well, then don't short stocks. Now, the question is, do you like The Wind Beneath My Wings by Sheena Easton or by one of my favorite artists, Bette Midler?
You've been content to let me shine. You always want to step behind.
By the way, I don't know what it is about Bette Midler. I always had a crush on Bette Midler. I think it was after I heard The Rose for the first time. The song freaking tears me apart. Freaking love that song. Let's hear it right now. By the way, we could go from hardcore rap right to Bette Midler singing The Rose in a heartbeat. That's what makes a good person. You got to have a diversified music catalog in your brain. Right? Bette Midler better than Sheena Easton. Yeah, I love Bette Midler. All right, let's all take a moment.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Oh my God, right into Enya.
Who can say what?
I remember hearing The Rose for the first time. It was a girl named Marla. I went to school for performing arts, so I was always with singers and dancers. If you didn't know that about me, but she was like that. She had one of those crazy moms that thought she was, the next future Broadway star. Very annoying mother, and Marla was no fun either. But she sang this song at a talent contest, and I was just like, "Holy crap! What song is that?" And ever since then, it's like one of my favorite songs. That's why I've always loved Bette Midler. Not the most attractive woman, but that song I don't know. When I saw her singing it, I remember as a little kid, I love this lady. I love music. It just conjures up memories that you don't even remember even having sometimes. I love it. Anyway, if you're just joining us, hi. It's been a exciting morning. Only a couple of bad trades with Short and Caterpillar. That was pretty freaking awful, but got out quickly this morning, and then I tried it again, just lost on it again. Microsoft, a little disappointing. Did well with it this morning, but here's some of the names that are flying under the radar today. The rare earths, and like I've been saying, the market's never going down ever again. So the money just flows from sector to sector. But today you're seeing it across all sectors. There is not much red on the screen. And you're looking at one of our new favorite names. Well, it's been for like the last 3 months, this thing, UAMI, CRML, USAR, they all travel together, right? And the best part about this market never going down is that you just wait for the next sector to start going, and then you stick with those. And a lot of times you'll have only one or two sectors a day, so it's easy to pivot. Today, it's just like basically just a massive buy everywhere. But some of these names, if you're unfamiliar, USAR, UAMI, CRML, this is MP, right? And then you got your rigatonis, which is your quantum names. The bottom's in from March. So, a lot of these stocks, they're still heavily shorted. And you just sit around and you wait for the turn. The shorts can't take the pain. They're forced to cover. And like I said, disappointing in Microsoft, just like Sophie and Hood yesterday. Don't forget, Microsoft tomorrow with options, we're going to be doing this trade. I can almost guarantee I'm going to try. Under 400 changes the game, if it's breaking overnight lows, obviously. But just like Hood, just like Sophie, the follow-through trade today was much better than the trade yesterday. And I'm assuming that's what's going to happen with Microsoft also. So I'm already thinking about yesterday. I'm already thinking about tomorrow and when I'm going to be buying Microsoft. And, again, this is one of those days where it's hard to believe that we were short the Qs. It's hard to believe, but we were twice. And we managed to make some really nice money. And the one moment you forget that shorting is short-lived and you're going to die. Because I got to tell you, friends, I mean this. I thought today we could possibly stay down. In the back subcockles of my mind, my delusional self still lives, where I thought, hey, wouldn't this be amazing to have a blow-off top across the board today? And it was forming 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal, but yet, don't forget, the market doesn't go down anymore. So as delusional as you might have been, you're delusional. We're never going down, ever. So right now, I've been shorting the Qs, right? The last couple of days, shorted them here, made some money, shorted them here. I'm still long the Qs in my swing trade account. It's pretty much what I got left. I guess you know what I have. I don't need to go over it again. But I'm not selling unless we break prior day lows and then prior day lows, which is the 10-day VWAP. So I'm going to sacrifice some profit, but I'm willing to sacrifice that profit because it's keeping me in this trade. And if you still haven't been convinced yet, I'm not joking about where I think the Qs are going in the next 2 years. 1,043. April 20th, 2027, 8 at 1:43 p.m. Not a joke. It's only a 52% move from here. You don't think it's going to happen? Why? We're about to go parabolic, people. You see all this consolidation right here, this attempting to sell off. All this is just ammunition. This is fuel for the next leg of rippage. Rippage. And it's going to take no prisoners. It won't be as amazing as these last 5 weeks, but it'll be glorious in itself. And then we start tacking on in 20-point increments, 30-point increments on our way to 1,000. Remember, the higher we go, the easier it is for us to tack on more, where 12 and 15-point days will start to become common all the way for the next 18 months to 3.5 to 4 years. right? Bull markets just started on March 31st. They tend to last, what, 18 months to 4 years. I'll take the 4-year plan. I think we're good all the way to 2030. But that's irrelevant, because what you're trying to do most of the time when you're hanging with us is make some intraday cash. And let me show you why I was thinking about shorting Caterpillar, and I did short it twice for a loss now. The stock is up from 300 to 900 without breaking trend. I thought maybe an earnings gap would be a moment that they'd want to take some profits. And the answer is no, they don't. So I tried to short at the open, immediately got annihilated. And I'm sorry, I missed the first short. The first short actually worked. I tried it again up here, immediately got out. I tried another one, and I was up, and I gave it all back because I needed to wait to see if we would break VWAP, because it would have been a nice trade, but turned it into a loss. But some other ones we did today was the Amazon short. Classic with the Qs. We shorted Amazon with the Qs. Very nice. Still going down. Not in it anymore. Covered at the orange line. And Microsoft, very disappointing. Did not think we'd get rejected at VWAP. I thought even if we did, we'd consolidate back at the 404 area, hold here, and then rally. I still believe. But if it's not going to happen today, it'll happen tomorrow. I'll just wait it out. It's pretty disappointing. I was counting my money right here. I figured we'd get 410 at least. And that's my story. And here we are again, another day. Who's hanging out next week? We got a cool crew coming to Stock Exchange. If you guys are in New York City area, you guys want to get the hell out of your offices or out of your homes. Steve Leisman from CNBC, so it's sort of stock market related. Steve Leisman is in a group called Stella Blues Band, and they play a charity concert at Central Park. And it's a shit ton of fun. And there I am in the picture. Oh, well, you missed me. So Stella Blues, May 12th. No invitation or RSVP needed. Just show up. Right there. $20 for charity. You get a free t-shirt. Well, I guess you're paying $20 for it, but good times. Play some frisbee, play some hacky sack, drink some tequila. Introduce you to my crew. Oh, there I am. Oh, where'd it go? How come the show can't keep fading away? How do you change that picture back? There I am. Right there. See me? That's my head. I actually am in that picture, which is funny. Hey, there I am right there. See me? That's my bald head right there. Anyway, good times. Good freaking times. We had there was only one other trade. There was MRAM. I haven't really gone back to it because it's kind of like squadouchy, but another earnings play. How about Althea? Yes. What's my thoughts on NVIDIA? As long as Mark Chalkin, you know who Mark Chalkin is? As long as Mark Chalkin keeps saying that he's the only one that knows that the tech wreck is coming since 2005, as long as he keeps saying that, you keep owning NVIDIA. When Mark Chalkin gives up telling everybody that he's the only person that knows when the epic short in Nvidia is coming, that's when it'll actually go down. But this dude's been pitching this thing on CNBC for the last 2 years about how he's the only one that knows that the true nature of Nvidia and the tech wreck that's about to come and the mass exodus that only he can predict. Sure. He's been saying it for 2 years now. How's that prediction working out for him on Nvidia? Let me see. 2 years in Nvidia chart. Not too good. Yeah, he started telling you to short it right around here in May 2024. How'd that work out for him? Funny thing, he's still chirping about it. They're still running this new. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Mark Chalkin. Actually, I don't even know if that's his real name. Is it Mark? I don't know. Chalkin Analytics. He's coined some phrases. He's like a legend in the industry. I don't know why. But he's another has-been trying to keep calling for sell-offs that never happen. So when one does happen, he could say that he's right. He's a loser. Anybody that actually remains, and I'm a bear. I call myself a perma bear, but I'm not delusional. It's like looking at this market and seeing something bearish is like that thing where one person sees a white dress and the other one sees a purple dress. Actually, it's not. It's not. It's more black and white than that. Like, what are you looking at? That's bearish. Shit's been over for a month. Hoo. Mark Chalkin, this guy. By the way, I made that with AI. Fun. By the way, you see my last video? Oh my God, so much fun. Just laying wait. It was actually, I wanted it to be more violent, but they wouldn't let it go. I said, I want the bears' heads to be blown off by the machine gun. It wouldn't do it. I got to try again later. Yeah. And listen, I am so ready to short something like I was today. There's going to be a day where we're going to be allowed to stay short and we're going to start breaking prior day lows, and UVXY is going to confirm it. And we're going to be laughing our way to the bank. Could be tomorrow. Because I'm telling you, if I was running a fund right now and I'm sitting there with a massive hoard, I just bought the Qs at 587.50 and I'm up 60, 70 points on these. I'm looking to take some profits, now that Big tech's mostly reported, right? We got Apple coming, and then NVIDIA. But we get a nice little sell-off. Maybe we get a 12-point sell-off, 15. That consolidates, and then we go up probably 200 points. Not exaggerating, right? I got to keep qualifying that for the guy in the back that wants to know if I'm being serious. Absolutely 100% serious. I think there'll be one more sell-off, right? It'll convince people that the top is in. There is no top. There is no spoon. And that will be the next massive move up. And I think it could be tomorrow, because it's again, right in the face of all this bullishness with Microsoft's out, Netflix out, Tesla's out, Amazon's out, AMD's out. Wait a minute, did AMD report? No, Intel reported. AM just came for the ride. Carvana's out. Just feels right. But again, I don't trade on feel. I trade when my feelings get justified and validated by VWAP. So, see what we're seeing here? That's a little blow off top action, right? So now the idea is the VWAP. Now you got the range break. Next phase is the VWAP retest. Tests and bounces and then rolls through it. What are you going to do? You're going to go back to prior day VWAP. And one of these days, you're going to get a 1 minute multi-day VWAP break. Low, you're going to break the lows of the day. You're going to break the prior day low, which is now the main. This is now new generational lows. I know it sounds funny, but until 655.75 gets broken, these are generational lows. But what I think is going to happen, I know I might be crazy, I think we could actually go down 7 points. Ooh, crazy talk, right? It's absurd. We just rallied 110 points. You think I get a 10-point pullback? That's all I'm looking for, really. Let us see if we can actually pull back to prior day lows one of these days. But, there have been great shorts today. Can't deny it. VIAV. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Now you must cover, but don't cover at all. You have the makings of a 1 minute multi-day VWAP earnings reversal. And you know how well those trades work. Carvana, you got a 1 minute multi-day VWAP earnings reversal. Fantastic, right? So if you're going to short and not get crushed, make sure you're trading earnings reversals. That's why I was, I figured Caterpillar would, again, I figured, and I figured wrong. I was so close to being really freaking right. I got short here, and then I shorted more at 880, which ruined the whole freaking trade, and then I got blown out for a loss again. Will I try it again? Probably. But this market's just relentless. And I mean it about Microsoft. It's kind of a dud today so far. I mean, I made money twice, but was really, really counting on that to break. Tomorrow will be better. Option plays tomorrow. been a little bit too choppy for options. I'll be looking at options on Microsoft tomorrow. I don't buy options the day before. I buy them the day of. But all I've been trading options for lately is selling premium. And I'm playing with fire now. I started selling premium a little bit closer on UVXY. I sold some 80s. I sold some 60s. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I sell naked premium on UVXY. It's a product. If you don't know UVXY, it is a VIX type product that reflects intraday fear. And if you haven't noticed, there really isn't much intraday fear going around lately. So this stock just goes down. Anytime it pops, you just short it, and the trend tends to go right back down. So I've been selling premium on this. Still short from 56 bucks. I added a little bit yesterday when it popped up because as if we were going to go down today, please. So that's been a pretty good trade. And if you are here, so here, let me show you what I'm doing. Even as, check this out. So these are the January 2027s. So basically what? 6 months from now, right? But I go out to September also. So September, that's me. That's me. Somebody bought this contract from me. Somebody paid me $430 just now to buy a $115 call on UVXY by September. You know what that $430 is going to be worth come September? Zero. I'm going to keep this dude's money, assuming it's a dude. Because UVXY always goes down. So what I like doing is I sell premium. So options, if you know, are a disintegrating product with time. UVXY is a disintegrating product with time. So you're selling a disintegrating product on top of a disintegrating product. As long as you don't trade it on margin and go over your head and get squeezed out, I'm telling you, my friends, you can't lose. You can't lose. You cannot lose. Just don't do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them like I did 2 years ago and expose yourself to, my first margin call of my career. And it was pretty horrible. But, now I'm doing it one contract a day. I put 3 on every once in a while, working my way up to about 50 contracts. At 50 contracts, I've been shorting this here. So I've been shorting them for the last month. Look where I'm at. Wow, that's a lot of contracts. Let me just shrink that up. Or maybe I don't show it to you. Oh, my God. Yeah. There they are. So since the bottom of the market was put in, the next day I started selling them. Because once the bottom's in, and again, the market didn't have to rally like it's done. This thing would have still went down. That's the wonderful part about it. All you need is a stable market. Once you got stability, the premium starts to come out of UVXY, the options collapse. I was selling these at 10, 11 bucks. They're $2 now. right? 5 contracts, $5,000, right? I could cover them now for two grand. But you know what? I'm not. When they hit 50 cents, I'll start covering them. See, that was my mistake last time. I sold contracts at $8 or whatever it was, and they were all down at like 50 cents, and I let it ride because I was like, why bother covering? And then I wound up getting out at like $30 from 50 cents. That's how bad that trade was. But right now, we're on cruise control to the moon. There ain't no stopping this market, and the only thing derailing it this time is something that's ending humanity, like an LE event. If you don't know what that stands for, it's extinction life, right? Extinction life event, something like that. And that's where we're at. Now it's just another bullish consolidation Thursday. No, I made it through TikTok today. What did I get banned for last time? I was saying something was retarded, right? Or was that the slapping? I I told the story about me slapping Herb Greenberg on the ass. Next thing you know, I got banned. Violent behavior. Chink in the armor was like 2 weeks ago. Got to keep up. I get thrown off every 5 days now. I got to be careful because I'm just gonna. They might lifetime ban me. I don't want that to happen. Never sell naked puts on UVXY. That means you want to buy it. Wait a second. The June. What are you talking about? June 18th. What are you? Wait, these are the wrong ones. They don't. There's no value. They're 2 cents. extinction level event. There. What did I say? Yeah, well, anyway, that's the only thing that's derailing this market. But then once we come out of the caves in the foothills of Montana, we'll start rallying as soon as we get the electricity back on. The market will be up 40% that day. Well, anyway, this Amy on my screen, if you don't know about it, take a second, learn about it. And see the ones that are rallying today, they're all on the same boat. CRML, USAR, UAMI, right? And then I got SMR, I got UUUU, I got DNN, I got OKTE, or OKLO, right? Just have like 3 stocks that you like from every sector. So you know where to go. Knee, another one. Speaking of all that, XE, right? Pretty volatile, but doing well. This is the Amazon nuclear power plant. Whether they're not really, I don't even know much about it. I don't even know if it's up and running, if it's just an idea. They're building it, not building it. I don't care. It was an IPO, something Amazon, something nuclear. I'm interested. And it's been a pretty good trade. But now I want to see, if it dips back under 30 again. But it's been a pretty good intraday trader, that's for sure. Dips are being bought. They attacked it yesterday. Same scenario. Somebody said, "Hey, did you see what happened to XE?" I was like, "Oh wow, cool, buy it," and it worked. Granted, it sold off later, but they keep trying to hammer it, and it keeps coming back. That's bullish. The harder they try to make something go down, and every time it finds itself, you got a good stock. It's the ones that fall, try to rebound, and fall some more. Those are the ones that are in downtrends. Yes, I'm thinking about tonight might be the last schmooze for a while, so I probably will be around. I'm just freaking tired already. I got to take a nap. If you don't know what's going on, a big part of the schmooze, we've invited our new friend Don Corleone and his pals, right? We met one of his friends just last week. This guy's I've been talking to him for the last 6 months. Very talented, and now they're taking their toys and going home. Literally, they're launching their own thing. So I was asked not to share their information as respect for them, and obviously I respect these guys and their wishes. A big part of the schmooze, I liked having guests on to talk about what they're into. They're going to be launching their own thing, and I'm going to try to get involved with them as well. But they're launching some premium stuff, even thinking about doing a fund. So I got to respect their wishes, and you guys know their names, most of the stocks that they like already. But from this point on, they're going ultra premium. So I was thinking about joining up with them and creating a product where they're, they're not guests. The schmooze would be more like analyst night, analyst meets technical analysis kind of thing. Kind of, how that VICR trade came to fruition. I didn't need to know what the company did. These guys were pretty versed on it. I saw that chart and I was like, I don't care. I'm in, because it was doing that Kardashian bottom ass crack thing. And look what this stock became. Sick. I just bought it because it was breaking $56. I don't care. But yeah, that's the story with the schmooze. So tonight might be the last one for a while until we figure out what we're going to do with it, retool it, bottle it. Because I want to partner up with those guys, try to launch something different. I think it'd be a cool product. And then make it like a schmooze into the option expiration Friday, kind of like a 2-day package. Like I said, you want to know about what some of these companies are doing, those are the guys to talk to. And then I'm your technical guy to confirm the fundamentals. On that note, make sure you're on my email list, and I'm going to get some breakfast. I got nothing going on, and of course, my last trade was a loss. Caterpillar short, that sucked again. And I'm taking my toys, and I'm already home. I'll be back later. Be safe. Don't churn your account. Bull market. And I'll probably see you tonight. Just make sure you email me. I got a new password. And that's it. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Don't churn.